Hello everyone, welcome back to another video, and today this is a guide to Mage on SPD. Starting out, going into the dungeon, continue. First thing you want to know about Mage is he has this staff, which I believe you can check the attributes right here. Like so, just simply hold down. You can see it has a magic missile imbued, which you can later replace at your own discretion with any of the other 12, I believe it is, ones. Just to double check. 13 right here, which we may encounter during this one as I do a little demonstration of this character. Well, that's mighty fine. Right here we've encountered the lightning one, Wand of Lightning, which is a very essential tool in the Mage's arsenal, and we more or less won the game basically, as you can see from that damage. Now, one thing to note about the Mage is that I do have one shot in my staff and an unknown amount of shots in my Wand of Lightning. However, I'm going to use neither because I'm guaranteed to kill this rat in melee. Like so. That way, we have 2 now, and we have saved that for the next encounter. Right here. We can use 1, walk through this door, kill the snake, and then wait till the rat gets there before we do 2 hits. I'll take only 1 point of damage. Still maintaining all our lightning charges, and now having 1 staff charge regained. So that is one thing important about Mage. Always conserve your staff shots and your 1 shots, because at the beginning of the game they are very finite, and you don't have many. That brings me to something else actually. See, this is already identified. It is because Mage has both Liquid Flame and Upgrade automatically identified. And upgrade scrolls are very versatile, very useful to have at the start of the game identified. And as soon as you find them, you want to put them right into your staff levels. Later on, you can mix it up, maybe put it into armor. And another thing is, never use, or it's not recommended when you can, but using weapons with Mage, like swords and daggers, axes and everything, not a very good choice given his class and abilities. Yeah. Anyway, we've reached all these rooms now with herbal healing, and if we were to click wait while on low HP, our healing would be increased to a rate higher than it normally would be. Get a whip, which we can later sell because, as I said, we will not use weapons, especially since it has a 14 strength requirement while we have 10, so it would be worse than useless. Now we throw this out in order to click down the door. We get one of those scrolls of upgrades and immediately use it right here, like so. Also an unidentified scroll, which we'll later find out exactly what it is, but for now, we just save it. Come across a marsupial, we move diagonal, get some extra distance, and hit him because he's on low HP. And the snake, always want to use a ranged attack on snakes while they're sleeping. It is extremely effective. Now, one thing else about Mage, when the order of staff usages, always place Magic Missile before Wand of Lightning, because this will basically level it up. I believe it says so in the description. Each bolt from the wand deals a set damage and briefly empowers other wands. And the amount it empowers them by increases a level of the magic missile, wand, or staff. So basically, using the imbue function is not actually very good in most playthroughs. What you're going to want to do is stack up on a lot of different wands, have some variety, and then play around with that, leveling them all up via the magic missile stuff. Now we're in melee right now, but we can still use this. We will not use the lightning one at all, because using this at melee, especially while in water, will really screw us up, because the lightning damage will probably kill us almost instantly, especially at our HP that we have currently. Zap him. And another scroll of upgrade. I'm going to talk to the side ghost, even though we haven't finished the level, because looking for the fetid rat after you've done everything is kind of a pain. I wouldn't lie. Now we're going to zap it first and eat them. It's too close to use lightning. Just do that. Using a staff shot at close range because we really want to avoid that damage from the ooze. Now I believe that is the floor. No, not quite over. We still have keys to spend. So let's head around here. The snake actually can't yet see us, even though it's within our vision, so we can just, I think, try to zap it here. Yes. That lines up perfectly. The first one was a bit unfortunate. That's okay. Now, tip for chests right here is that you can see by examining with the magnifying glass, is there a wand or a ring inside? And wands are very essential for playing as mage, so we're gonna just take a wand and be on our way. Again, the snake can't see us, simply zap and move on past. You might have caught that chest making some animation. That indicates that it's a mimic, actually. And so we're going to want to this first, then just lightning. Now here we've received a ring. We're not entirely sure whether it's cursed or not, so until we can find out, we do not equip it, and we just move on. Every time you get any piece of equipment, that's a general piece of advice that is pretty helpful. Just do not equip it right away, unless you're sure, or unless you have a cleanse scroll at the ready. Zap. Slow him down a bit before moving down here. Zap it range and proceed to melee the rest of the way through him, so as to save charges. Pick up the seed, which, playing as mage, you don't really need much of them at all. I always keep mage oil, which are the pink seeds, and some of, what's this one called again? Earthroot, which are the brown seeds. So you don't turn them into energy, you should keep them. You can also keep the staff level ones, but they're not as versatile. So I don't find myself using them as often. But perhaps it's just me. Great damage. Likely due to the empowerment and magic missile. Another level. You can use what I'm placing my points into as an indicator of what's generally good, because this one skill is essential for mage. What else you take really depends on your playstyle, but I go for 2 of these and then 1 of these, because identifying ones happens naturally, and you can do it with scrolls if you really need to speed it up. So yeah, it's not really too much of a pressing issue. I don't think it's something that needs to be rushed, and it's kind of just a waste of an ability point. Now we can take some animation. So we zap. We zap. And then a little side note, I'm not doing a full playthrough here. This is just a demonstration of how Mage should be played until you get up to the stage of Goo, which is the first boss in Shattered Pixel Dungeon. We're just moving through here. Our water skin's actually full, but we also have full HP, so that little droplet cannot be picked up at all, unfortunately. Here we find an alchemy table, and as I mentioned before, these seeds, such as, this is plus sign here is for turning them into energy. Stormfire, don't need. And Ice Cap, don't need. Any stones you should keep though. Now we move over to here and create a trinket. Now they're all pretty good to be honest, but power outage. Shit. I can move past that. As I was saying, they're all pretty good. Parchment scrap. It's risky to take the random, but it could also be really good. I think for now we'll take shard. If we want to get rid of it later, we can always transmute via the transmutation scroll. Wands can also be turned into this stuff called arcane resin, which can be used to temporarily upgrade wands when you're at a low level, but it's not really recommended at all, and it's sort of just there for fun. Now we cannot forget to miss these. I want to come down here actually, because as you see, this little room here has a well, and if you identify it, you can just make out a well in the depths below. Maybe there's something down there, and it's correct, maybe there is. So maybe the folks just jump down, don't walk immediately, wait until the bleed stops, and then walk over to this skull, kill the wraith with do not try melee, it's range, can't carry the scroll. So at this stage we kind of need to get rid of some stuff. We'll get rid of this identifier. Do that. Elements, now that frees up 2 slots. If this spear is the last item here, I guess I don't really need it. Take it over the whip though, because I think the sell value will be higher. Now we drink from our water skin a bit, just 14 of them, because I want to feel safe and then fight against this crab. But I want to frost it. Easy. Proceed to this melee through the fly, as its damage is extremely low, and it poses almost no threat. Take the pipe up here, finish the fly off. Now, as you can see, this leather armor we've just received actually has an enchantment on it, viscosity, which is probably the worst, but I guess it's better than nothing. We also don't know what the upgrades on it are though, so we'll put the spear and keep both armors, because one could be better than the other, just do not know. It's worth noting the levels of the dungeons. I'm at 4 currently. Every 5 levels, for the first 20, it's a boss every level. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is a boss, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 is a boss, and etc. until you reach 20 as a boss, and then you go on from there. You'll reach the final boss at any point from 25 to 28, I believe. Now, we kind of want to pick that up, so we will throw this leather armor away. Take that. It's actually kind of annoying not meeting the shop at this point, because when you do, you can buy holders for your scrolls and other items. But now we just have a bunch of potions and nothing to use them on or anything. One of them is likely strength though, So we should use these intuitions to maybe try get it. Right on the money. Let's continue as that. Till it's dead. Pick up keys along the way. Get another strength potion. Proceed to the top. And then equip this armor. Throw my current one away. For yet again, more space. I'll scroll of upgrade. Now, you might think, out of all these potions, how do I know to drink the yellow one? And the answer is, I've only found 2 colored potions on this level, turquoise and yellow. Turquoise was strength, so yellow has to be purity. Because when finding unsafe rooms like this, the item that you need will always be somewhere on the level. The potion that you need. We're hungry again, so we're going to eat. Which also strengthens our wants. Let's see. Now we've killed the fly. I guess we can pick that up again. So again, items that we don't need. Equipments that we don't need. Those will have sell value later on. So it's worth, if you have space, just take them. So the money is always welcome. Just going to put this one over the viscosity. Throw the regular one out. Just down there. Ends up this way. As you can see, this quarterstaff's unenchanted actually. So take this enchanted axe for, probably guess, increased sell value. Now this is our final level. So this is what it's good about. We've got tier 2 as well just now, where we can get all of these skills. And it's pretty simple, you just want to go 2 here, 2 here, and 2 here. Starting from here to here, and then to here. These 2 skills are okay, but pale in comparison to the other ones available in that tier. Scroll identify. I'm actually going to throw this just for now. Use the identifier on the ring. And then quit the ring. And pick the fruit back up. And have a slot available. Now, see, we move one time at a time, because if you rush too fast, you would walk right into that trap. And you wouldn't die at all, but you would lose a lot of because that one is a paralysis trap. That's a staircase we missed before because we just jumped down, we didn't actually take the stairs. I've got 1 slot left, so I guess we will just save it. I believe we threw an item down to where Goop is, so we can pick that back up when we get there. Then we're going to sell everything at the shop, so that's the next. We come on down here. The answer. Just pick up this. And we have almost arrived at Goop. But I will not fight him. That's him. Now we simply go to main menu. And that is all for today. Goodbye everyone. And thank you for watching.